Hey guys, this is Russ. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to work on deadlifts. I usually start my deadlift session out doing very lightweight, hitting it 3 by 8 sets. Now, you'll see I do something a little bit different. I'm alternating between conventional and sumo. So I kind of do 2 separate sets. So it's 3 sets sumo and then 3 sets conventional. One thing you'll notice, I'm just trying to concentrate on the form, keeping my head up, locking out at the top and squeezing my glutes. This is something you want to keep in mind, especially if you're a beginner. You just want to keep your back as flat as possible. And just be sure not to hyperextend, because that's really how you can hurt your lower back. Moving forward, I go ahead and switch to a little bit more weight, 225, hitting 5 sets, trying to go between 4 to 5 reps. Again, concentrating on the form, really getting that lockout at the top, locking in your glutes. And you'll see with this, the rep range was pretty good. Next, we alternate going to sumo. Again, I kind of do two separate sets. So it's 5 sumo, 5 conventional, hitting 4 to 5 reps each. Usually you'd see a 5 by 5 just be a 5 by 5. I let myself, take a break with the reps since I am going between sumo and conventional. And you'll see the form's pretty good. Hitched a little bit over, but it's not bad. Now, moving on to 315, I'm going to try to go for 3 sets of 2 to 3 reps. Again, I alternate between the sumo and conventional, but this, you're going to see I'm doing it without a belt, just trying to work on that core strength. Now, you'll see my sumo form. This usually goes up pretty quick. I can move the weight pretty fast doing sumo at this weight. I'm pretty comfortable. Again, lock out the glutes. Just focus on the form. You see I got a little off center here, but balanced out. Again, going for the conventional pull. Keeping the rep range between 2 to 3 reps. So next, threw the belt on just to try to do supersets. You don't want to work too hard and fire your CNS, but I tried to just get as much work in as possible, especially if you're like me, it helps. You sit at a desk all day, helps to do as much work as possible. That way you get the full benefit of the workout. Again, you see my form kind of breaks down a little bit, but I think that just comes from just doing so many reps. Next, back off with the weight, and now doing an AMRAP. Just going to try to hit as many reps as you can. Focusing on the form. Took the belt off, didn't really need it for this weight. I'm pretty comfortable. Again, focus on not hyperextending, keeping the form tight, and just try to move it as fast as you can while doing as many reps. I'd say shoot for 10 to 12. If you could do more, awesome. So, moving forward, the next exercise, I'm going to work on strengthening your quads, doing front squats. So you see my depth is a little bit low, trying to work on that to avoid the hyperextension. But this first set, tried to hit as many reps as possible, just trying to pump up those quads. Now, moving on, we're going to do very light pause squats. So here I'm just pausing briefly at the bottom, all the way to the ground, back up, all the way to the ground, back up. Again, you'll see my form stays pretty good, hasn't broken down. I am hyperextending a little bit at the bottom, but I just feel myself more comfortable going all the way to the bottom as opposed to bombing all the way, to parallel and holding it there. I know it's, a little bit of a breakdown in my form, but here, going for a pause squat. One thing to keep in mind, you should always have a spotter, right? It helps to have somebody there. Just making sure you don't kill yourself. There, this is a pause single. Try to do 3 to 5 seconds. You can see from the success is I didn't really need a spotter. Again, going up again. I want to say this is 275, I think, on the bar. Again, going for a pause, trying to keep my form tight. There you see the form broke down a little bit. My back didn't stay as tight as I would have liked. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Please rate, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. Remember, this is Russ, bringing the muscle.